What's going on, everybody? How you doing? In today's video, this is a donation request. This is for Jeff. He's sending it to me as Dave Weckl, but it technically is Oytun Ersan, who I've never heard of. Some artist. The song Mysterious Maze Fusilicious, featuring Dave Weckl, Dean Brown, and Jerry Atkins. That's what we're checking out today. I don't know if this is like live in studio or what this is. It looks like it's like all zoomed in or something like that. Yeah, we'll see what this is. But we're gonna check this out. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, music videos. Check it out. If you like the channel, you want to support the channel, all kinds of ways. You can get super thanks underneath this video. You can hit me direct in the description. I got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address. And I do donation requests just like this one. So if there's something you want me to watch, listen to, talk about, hit me direct, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. In the notes section, leave a link, leave a description. Let me know what you want the video to be on, and I'll make the video. You can also email me at jpanreadsemail@gmail.com. Thank you, guys. Okay, so Dave Weckl. What's going on, Dave Weckl? American jazz fusion drummer and leader of the Dave Weckl Band. Inducted into the Modern Drummer Hall of Fame in 2000. Wow, they have one of those. Started playing his first drum set at age 8 in his spare room along the records. He later played in the living room, sometimes with his father on piano. Studied at University of Bridgeport. Starting out on the New York fusion scene in the early 80s, Weckl soon began working with artists such as Paul Simon, George Benson, Michelle Camilo, Robert Plant, and Anthony Jackson. He was in Chick Corea's Electric Band, right, from 85 to 91. During this time, he performed on many albums and also appeared with Korea's acoustic band. He said he augmented his work with Korea by continuing his session work and appearing often with the GRP All-Star Big Band. Weckl has released a series of instructional videotapes. His first recording as leader was in 1990, Master Plan for GRP. This was followed by Heads Up in 1992 and Hardwired in 94. Later on, Weckl recorded and toured with guitarist Mike Stern. Really? That's all? No way. That's all he's on? This can't be a full list. No way that's a full list. Simon and Garfunkel, Paquito de Rivera, Madonna. He played on Like a Virgin, that album? Really? George Benson, Michelle Camilo, Randy Brecker and Elaine Elias, Peebo Bryson, Mike Stern, Beverly LaGreen, John Patitucci. I was going to say, I feel like he's on a John Patitucci record that I've had. Yeah, okay. John Patitucci, Eric Marienthal, Steve Kahn, Arturo Sandoval, Natalie Cole, Barry Manilow, Jim Hall. It makes sense that he played on John Patitucci's records because Chick Corea, the electric band, because John Patitucci played for Chick Corea also. Lee Ritenour. Yeah, I knew he did a lot more than what that just showed. I'm like, wait a minute, no way. This guy's played on way more records than what you're showing. Jeff Lorber. Cool. Yeah, he's got his own bands, right? Dave Weckl. This is like a drummer. The Dave Weckl Online School. Wow. Tune up your playing with Dave's approach to ergonomics, drum tuning, technique, and musicality. And this looks like it's some artist, Oytun Ersan, who probably hired him to come on and play, for this project of his. So that's what we're going to check out. All right, let's get to it. Bam. Oh yeah, sax. This guy's got a Federa. Is it the bass player's project? Is that who Oytun Ersan is? Probably should have looked that up ahead of time.
Seeing more people. Good. Okay. My wife has a way of putting what's happening right now in the music.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is the Bass Players Project, which I would have guessed. This is not enjoyable to me. It's just not. It's just not. Yeah. I'm not like... I like melodies. To me, I like, okay, it's got, you know, whatever else is going on. That's what I got out of it. I'm not crazy about the bass sound. Some of it was okay, some of it was okay. I'm not crazy about like the slap sound. Some of it sounded a little bit thin to me. I just don't. It's not cool to me. It's not. I don't care that you can play all those notes. Oh, by the way, Dave Weckl sounds great. I think that he sounds great. You know, whatever I was saying about him, you know, just from my memories of people talking about him, I'm like, no, he clearly is like a master at that instrument. Like, clearly, he's a master drummer, right? But, I don't know. The music, it's not a good, interesting song to me at all. Like, at all. And I care more about that. I was way more into Simon Phillips, that song. Way more into that, actually. I like that one way better. This one was... no. Again, this is where my wife is like, this is like a big circle jerk. She's like so not to like when people are just on stage and it's just like a freaking minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes long solos and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, and the interesting thing is this has 1 million views. I'm like, this video is from 5 years ago. It has 1 million views. The guy only has 5,170 subs. That's kind of interesting to me. I'm just like, oh. But this has 1 million views. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know. I just am not into the... Who is this guy? Oytun Ersan, Turkish bassist, composer, recording artist, jazz fusion compositions, rising star of the bass community. Right, and then all of your gear, endorsed gears. Collaborated with a range of acclaimed artists, including Dave Weckl, Eric Mary, blah 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 blah. Right. All right, all these people. I mean, that's cool. Good for him. Do your thing. I'm not. This is not my thing. I'm not into it. This is yeah, it's not my thing. Not crazy about this kind of style. I mean, sorry. That's all I got. It's really not my thing. And it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not into, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I just wasn't into this. You know, I'm like not into this. Like, yeah, there's Weather Report and Return to Forever that I'm into. Definitely. So that means that there's got to be other fusion stuff that I would also be interested in, because it's not like I just shun the style. But it's not what I normally would listen to, like, at all. It's definitely not. Yeah, like, again, in the past, when I was at Berkeley, I used to listen to anything and everything, including all this stuff, mostly. Where I feel like now I've come back around to where I was more... I don't know. It's a little bit tough with me, because I listen to a lot of things for work, right? So I'm not specifically listening to things just for myself because I want to hear it. I don't do that as often as I used to. I think that that's pretty, to me, that's pretty normal. To me, that's normal, because it's like, yeah, I have things to listen to because I got to learn this song, I got to learn these songs, I got to do these videos, you know, now I'm doing it here. But that's also a good thing, because now by doing these videos, now I'm forced to check out a whole bunch of stuff, which I do really like. But I don't like everything that I hear. You know, like that's also normal. And this is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. This is definitely not enjoyable to me. I like the Simon Phillips better. That was cool. And yeah, I might take. I mean, I don't mean to be really offensive, but I might take "Hold Your Fire" over this because those are at least songs. You know, like, yeah, I'd rather listen to Timestamps. So sorry. That's like supremely offensive. But that's just where I'm at right now in my life with this stuff. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not into this. Not into this kind of thing. It just isn't. There's nothing for me to latch on to, or like in like an emotional way, in even in a musical way. I don't care enough. You know, I'm just like, that's nice. That's cool. And I can only imagine how somebody who is not a musician would feel about it also. I mean, would have to hear about it from my wife. She would be like, yeah, it just sounds like a bunch of dudes just like jam off over there. You know, I'll have to cut that, but you'll know what I meant and what I said, you know. I mean, I've played in those kinds of situations where it's jammy and it's long solos and stuff like that, and there's, you know, whether, you know, an instrumental kind of things, but more like soul live, a little bit more like that, right? And I wonder what she would think of this. She probably wouldn't have much to say because she wouldn't be able to say what she really thinks on video because it would get, you know, because it would be too crude or whatever. So yeah, I don't feel exactly that way, but kind of. I'm like, yeah, it's just not for me. Anyways, there it is. Wow, amazing. That's what's going on. All right. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next video.